$3,400. Service prices for 12 and 18 $200. 24K $300. So call us today 748-412.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N and this is Crime Watch, and we are back top of the evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the murder toll is 116. Especially good evening to all those who are locked on online, especially good evening to all those who are on Facebook, all those who are locked on the app, all those who are on the Android, any Android devices, iPhones. Special good evening to you. You know, there are so many people are avid viewers of Crime Watch, because this is where you get news before the news. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's start it off before I take you to, I'm sure you are aware about the killing, the police killing in the Malik area, where 2 men were shot and killed by police. As a result of that, this has sparked a lot of protests. Currently, we have our camera crew on the scene. This morning, there was a lot of protests and there was a lot of people venting rage, making statements that, you know, they are fed up of police killing, that these boys, they were good boys. They were fed up of that. So, nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, but before we go further, what's happening with my phone here? Hold a second. Right, before we go further, last night, and I'm sure those of you who are on my fan page, that's the Ian Allen public figure, where you get news before the news. Those of you who follow my page, you'll realize that in the wee hours of this morning, I went live with respect to a kidnapping in the Orange Field Road area. But you know, in fact, we were on another exercise with police when I got the call, and with the police, we headed down there. You know, ladies and gentlemen, even though the victims, they were both released, one released earlier, the wife, and the husband released a couple hours before, what I saw last night, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Just looking at the faces of the families when they came to the house last night, just finding out exactly what went on, that 2 of their family members were kidnapped, usually for ransom. That is so frightening. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, before I go further, I would like to acknowledge, and I publicly acknowledge, the hard work by Central Police Station, by anti-kidnapping squad, by the police officers from different sections in the Central Division, how they coordinated it. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing. And I can tell you, having a first-hand view of what went on, I can tell you, had it not been for the police involvement, the Central Police involvement, Assistant Superintendent Smith and the other senior subs and inspectors and whatnot, that standoff between the police and the kidnappers, in less than 6 hours, both victims, they were both reunited with their families. I tell you something, I realize, and I tell you this, the kidnappers realized that their backs were against a wall, yeah? That they had nowhere to run. So they had to release the gentleman, Terence Rampersad. Yeah, they had to release Terence Rampersad because earlier on, they released his wife, Lakshmi Rampersad. They took her to a place in Grand Couva. And it's really, really sad. But I'll tell you, this is a wake-up call. And I'm going to take some calls on this. But there's a small video. I know some of the family were, they were a bit disenchanted about us putting it up. But you see, I tell you this, yeah? Sometimes you might not see things the way I might see it. Just because putting up that, there are numbers where you can call me. And you wouldn't believe the numbers, the information that I got last night into this morning, that I was able to pass crucial and sensitive information to the police. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure the entire nation is fully aware now that there was a kidnapping incident. What you're going to see is exclusive footage of the scene when it just happened and when the families started to come into Orangefield Road. Let's go straight to it. (6714062). Let me hear what you have to say. Thank God that these people are alive. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. This is what exactly happened. This is when it now happened, just minutes, about maybe 10 minutes after other police officers here. That's our officer Sami and other, and this is just the front of the house of the people that was kidnapped. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. I mean, the place was buzzing with police officers. They all had their wireless, and they were just, you know. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062.
In the Orangefield Road, as you can see, we are presently on the scene. The entire area has been cordoned off. Police officers from Central and Task Force and whatnot has responded. The place is on an entire lockdown. All we know that they were both pushed into X-Trail. That's all we know. But nevertheless, we are on the scene monitoring. We will keep you posted. This is I.A.N. Allen in Orangefield Road. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening, caller.
Yourself had said that this month kidnapping will start back. So said, so done, right?
Pardon me?
I see you yourself had said this month kidnapping will start back.
I said that?
Yeah?
Yeah, I know that.
Boy, it's true.
I tell you how goat mouth, boy.
Boy?
I tell you how goat mouth. Believe me, how goat mouth. But yeah, now, thank God. I mean, the family, they are decent people, respectable people. You know, first time people didn't kidnapping, but we some bacchanal thing. It's not bacchanal in that, you know. That's genuine kidnapping, you know. That's a genuine case of kidnapping. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. And just as I said, let me tell you something. And, you know, I will tell you this here, the only reason why, I'm showing outside the house here, the only reason why that kidnapping didn't really go on for hours and go on for 2 days and 3 days is the way the police in Central handle it. And yeah, they were hot on their trails. The only how that kidnapping, I tell you this today, the only reason why that kidnapping didn't go into 24 hours, because let me tell you something, nobody, no family member would have ever wanted to experience their relative being in the hands of kidnappers. And one day pass, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what to believe. And thank God for the police. And I'm saying it, thank God for the police. Central Police, Central. And researcher, you need to put that up here. Central Police. Hi, good evening. Is it up? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, Mr. Allen.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Allen, thank God for you and thank God for the police officers. May God bless you.
Thank you again. You know, and I will tell you this, yeah?
You should be the next one in line for the commissioner of police.
You know, and I'll tell you this. It's not just the information. I mean, you know, it is unbelievable. Come back to me. Let me tell you this. Late last night, I met with police officers right in front of my studio. And I had a long talk with them. We were just chatting and just showing them some information and we checking our house and whatnot. And same time the call came across, just like that. Some went in my vehicle, it was like, they just ran down there. So we were like the second car, maybe the third car responding to it. You understand? And just looking at here now. People, let me tell you this, yeah? People say, boy, it's kidnapping. There is some back. No, it's not no bacchanal in that. As a genuine case, people left a restaurant in town, celebrated a birthday, somebody's birthday, a relative birthday, reach in front of the yard, people follow them. But I will tell you this today. I, I.A.N. Allen, stand here today and I can tell you it have a certain kidnapper, and I will call the person a kidnapper because that is the person's track record. And police know the house. We show them the house. I show them the house. We got information, suspicious activities, neighbors talking. But I know that man's face, Mr. Allen, we know the man's face. His face looked like that is the same man. And I don't want to say nothing. But if you're watching right now, take your business out of Chaguanas. Take your business out of Chaguanas. People, and when even though the relatives, they were upset with me, but I could understand that when we put up the post. But just by putting up the post, do you know, you see, it's not a matter the murder finish, the kidnapping finish, you know. Well, yeah, everybody back home. No. At the end of the day, they didn't get you this time, and they will come for another family. They wouldn't come back and that dance in Orange Road because they realize the family will take more measures, more precautions. They'll be careful when they're going out. They'll hire more security at their home, more cameras. They'll be on high alert. So they will take the business somewhere else. They will look for our next family, somebody who just not paying attention, who's straying. And today I appeal to residents in Central, do not stray. If you are a businessman, do not stray. Stay in your zone. Continue with the video. Continue with the video, please. So long.
And they drive out with the two of them again and go on down to the right hand side. But they come back from Saudi with them. But the silver people, I didn't see when it was going in. So probably they went in and they was parked up in the weekend.
As you can see, other police officers, anti-kidnapping squad just arrived here. These are the photos of the individual. This is a photo of this is the gentleman. I saw his wife last night. Really good people. Very brilliant guy. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
I.A.N. Here we're going on now, boy. This place getting so scary to live at. So what it is they want people to do now? So you just have to sit down in your house and don't come out then. Because when you come out, look what happened, man. I mean, they said this place getting too scary, man. This is the worst.
This is the worst. You know, just as the person said, and I tell you this, you know, I stood right and I said that the head of kidnapping has surfaced, you know, has surfaced. Again, you wouldn't understand why I keep telling you if it was not for police in Chaguanas, Central Police. That whole thing would have run straight into this. When they realized that the telephone, the police found out that the telephone was in sealers. Imagine, let me tell you how slack. They called for a K9. They called for K9 because they took the woman to the Vancouver area in a makeshift tent, tied her up there. Apparently when she went down there, she saw a gardener tied up or something like that. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, they called for a K9 unit to come down to get the K9, the sniffer dogs and whatnot. Here the response. Here the response of the people in charge of the K9 unit. Yeah? We can't go on that today. We have an exercise. We can't make that today. Not today. Not today. We have an exercise in the morning. What could be? That is why Johnny Abraham and sometime on the wireless or when he talk, he had to cuss and get on it. And there's one, but Johnny, but when they really observe how things in the morning, you telling people in the hands of the abductors, and you saying in the morning, but again, the police in Central work with what they had. And they did it. And everybody was part of that operation and part of that exercise. Must be highly congratulated. Let's take a fast break. When we come back, I'll show you more.
Come on down to Army Variety Store this Easter. Get 25 to 50% off everything. Located at corner Derrick Road and Chase Village, Chaguanas. Telephone 671-3001.
All roads lead to Wallafield as T-Tassa launches the 2018 drag racing season. Come see all the top guns battle the top. See the return of Rograt with his new rotary reel, battle Andy Bissessa, rotary versus V8. Will Gervin break his record? See top bikes in action. It's all happening this Sunday 18 March at Frankie Boudreaux Motorfield International Raceway. Gates open at 9 a.m. Be there.
Where can you find that perfect ambience, delicious food reasonably priced, friendly staff, great service and secured parking? Located at LP62 Rodney Road, Endeavour Road, Lunch Park, Chaguanas, The Rise Grill and Bar Restaurant. Come visit us today and see for yourself. Enjoy any one of our signature dishes or sizzling seafoods. We have from starters to desserts, and we also cater daily lunch specials from $40 and up. Our bar is well stocked with premium drinks, wines, champagne, cognac, vodka and cocktails. Special on beers, 3 Stag, Carib or Pilsner for $20, 3 Heineken for $30. So visit us today.
Tower Palm Guest House, newest location at Shivan Drive, Sandy Grande. Enter unnoticed with that special someone. Secure parking and fully air-conditioned rooms. Open 24 hours for your convenience. Visit us today or call 299-3268.
Step-in Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in Chaguanas, First World Drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilden water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec at half price, gourmet foods and snacks, a selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today. Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4, SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkport. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
Fab India Expo is back at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas from March 16 to April 2nd. All new containers with the latest variety of furniture, handicrafts, garments, footwear, jewelry and many more from around the world. We are the biggest in the Caribbean, food court that no one can resist. Lots of giveaways, ample parking and comfortable ambience. There's something for everyone. Check us out at Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas from March 16 to April 2nd. Entry is absolutely free.
Sale now on at Elegant Draperies. Come and see our new arrival of rugs. Save on all drapery, curtains and upholstery fabrics, ready-made panels and kitchen curtains, curtain rods and accessories, comforters and sheet sets. Enjoy shopping in our modern store with lots of parking. Shop now and save at Elegant Draperies, Todd Street, San Fernando, next to Palky's Restaurant, or call 657-5287.
Call Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. We have units as low as $22.50 installed. We carry quality brands, extensive after-sale service, 7-year warranty guaranteed, inverters from as low as $4,500 installed, professional service from start to finish, unbeatable prices with quality in every product. Call us today at 748-4122 or 332-8997. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. Quality brands, professional service.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who have just joined us, in fact, we were just in front of the, showing the footage in front of the home of the couple, Terence Rampersad and his wife, Lakshman Rampersad, where they were both abducted. As you know, Lakshman was released earlier on. She was able to take the police to a place in Vancouver where she was taken into a makeshift camp. You're going to see a little footage of it shortly. Again, this is just the area, and you know, just looking at the faces of the family, it's very, very unfortunate, yeah? Very sad. I mean, you're looking worried. You don't know what news you could get after the police got information about a suspicious vehicle in this site here. Take my audio. Go ahead. Come back, come back. How's it going? I must say, so officers, they were ready. They had the place locked down, looking for any suspicious vehicle. They got information about a side sheet. This woman here, this WPC coordinator, did well. This WPC, I didn't get her name here, but she did well. You had Frankie Sami, all the other officers. Frankie had to learn to climb a little bit. Yeah. So Frankie, don't vex with me, yeah? Yeah. But he did well, he did well. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't come back, Have the audio up.
We are just in the back of the police vehicle. The woman was just released, and we are following the police vehicle on the highway. There's nobody trying to hold the camera. As you can see, we're right behind the vehicle.
6714062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, in fact, this is the area in Grand Couva, a trace. All right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Grand Couva area. Police head down into this. They just have a lot of riding and whatnot in this area here. We are in the Grand Couva area. With the police have the victim. The woman was just released, so we're heading down.
Well, go in front with them. The woman who got kidnapped, they released she in that vehicle. But she trying to retract the place. So let us stick close to them. I behind her there.
You realize, so what happened? They picked up the woman from the Orangefield area. And I will tell you this, yeah, what you didn't know. Listen how bold face, yeah? Bold face. There's a part of the video where an eyewitness, somebody who saw what was going on, if you listen to the video in front of the house, right? One of the persons was saying that, and I'll tell you what the person did, what the kidnappers did. Do you know when they bundled them into their vehicle, they drove off with them. When they drove off with them, the relatives of the mother and father came down in front by the gate. You know the kidnappers turn around the car, come back in front of the people in them house. Listen here. Listen. Come back in front of the people in them house. Wind down the glass and say, there's your family, there's your mother and father, this is your whoever it is. You can really believe these people and them? They just do business and drove off. But again, I spoke to the police, I spoke to Assistant Superintendent Smith, I spoke to them, and we have passed on information to them. I don't want to get the cat out of the bag as yet. I don't want to get to the cat out of the bag. So the relatives are all upset that we had put it up and whatnot, but it was necessary. People need to see, when people see the extent of this kidnapping. Last time we had the fella from, what's his name, boy? Gregory Ling. That was in sometime last year. The 29th of June last year. 29th of June. Remember the Gregory Ling, the video? Go ahead. Remember? You remember the video? Go ahead. We are just in front of in the vestibular area, in front of Puff and Stuff. As you know, the owner of Puff and Stuff was kidnapped this morning. Ransom has already been demanded. Now this is, and thank God, that was the last kidnapping, yeah? But I mean for ransom. There's a difference between kidnapping and abduction. All right? There's a difference. Kidnapping is where you demand money. Ransom, we have to take you up on and there's a soft kidnapping. Sometimes my husband might grab the white car, bacchanal thing, and they call it a soft kidnapping. Something like that. Something like that. I know, but never. Let me take you back to the house, and that is why you need sometimes when you're pulling up in front of your gate, you need to be watching. What night? We driving through an area. I driving behind this vehicle. A woman in the vehicle in front of her. She pull up in front of she house. She's seen a vehicle following you down a residential area. You pulling in front of your house? Come out the vehicle. And slide the gate. Nothing, the gate had a remote. But you seen a vehicle behind you. What madness is this? And that is why you need to be careful. If you notice a vehicle in the back of you, drive out. Continue driving. Make some blocks. Because you'll only bring trouble to the family who's at home, because they will take you inside, tie up everybody. They'll go rape, they'll go rob and shoot and do what they have to do. You understand? And something even by a traffic light. Let me teach you something. Don't ever go up to, when it comes to a traffic light, don't go up to the next car in the traffic light. Stay a little distance from the car in front of you. So in case anybody jump out from the back car to try to box in, you could and just pull out. Something you're going up in people's tail and you just maybe 3 or 4 feet away. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. Let's go back to the video because this kidnapping thing is a very serious thing. But again, I tell you this before I show you the video, I tell you this today. It is frightening. I watched that as it unfolded last night. It is frightening. I heard the mother, Lutchman, screaming at car, saying, oh God, they're going to kill my husband. Oh God, they're going to kill him. Oh, this, that. Here now. And you watching that. I don't think people really understand what's going on in this dance yet, you know. But thank God again, maybe I guess they are praying people. I guess they are good people. And the work of the police, that they were able to defuse the situation in a matter of 5 or 6 hours. But what about when if somebody get kidnapped and it's 2 days, 3 days? I think to make you just, I don't want to say it on television, huh? I don't want to say it on television. Just take you back for just a minute, please. Take me back, sorry. Go ahead. This is just the area here. Yeah, hi, good evening, caller. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, Ian. Something, even though you're not saying it, but something real weird with that situation because which kidnappers you know will grab somebody and turn around and go and talk to their relatives? And I get in the feeling that these people know those other people. Something wrong with that. And then the next thing, you going up that place. What's the name of the place? Vancouver. Right? Vancouver is a big place, you know. And from that area that you are showing is a dark area, you know. It's a very dark area, you know. Right? It has something more in the mortar than the pestle. Ian, don't take everybody on face value. Don't take everybody because we live in our country. All kind of things taking place, right?
Let me tell you something. You have a point. I ain't going to mash up. But let me tell you something. You don't understand the dance yet in this place, you know. If a man could walk in a mall in High Street, a jewelry store in High Street, in broad daylight, push down the guard, traffic, police, people, all kind of thing going on. People buying food, people horning, people talking to boy, people talking to girl on the road, all kind of thing going on outside the store. No mask. That doesn't tell you that people do business again. Them do business. You know what they did there? By turning that vehicle and driving back to the family house and wind down the glass just to show other relatives, look your family, because the woman was already tied. They were all tied up already. And showing them to, there's your relative here, wind down the glass and both screaming, they're both screaming. To push you to make sure you find the ransom money. That is all. It has nothing in the mortar beside the pestle. But you see, it couldn't work because at all points, ladies and gentlemen, at all points, they lock it down. So when they realize you can't go nowhere, it's not going nowhere. But again, we know who did it. That's all I want to say. It had plenty spark up, you know. It had plenty spark up this week. Don't worry. Open up the lines, continue the video. What Frankie them running? Go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah, the kidnapping now start, you know.
It's exactly, I agree with you.
Because they need money for a Jersey election in the year.
Nah, boy, let me tell you, see that bacchanal you paying me in? But frightening. And imagine legitimate businessmen can't get a gun, but bandit getting gun. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Open up the lines. These were officers who got information about a suspicious vehicle on the side of somewhere in Orangefield Road. And that people in Mongol Street, Socks in Mongol Street, know about that, you know. I get names already. We get names already. God. Frankie. Frankie doesn't remember that. Frankie. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, you hearing me?
Are
you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, I want to commend the Chaguanas police, but I'm looking at this just as you're speaking, and it just looks very suspect to me. I feel that those police will be better spent in La Brea, where those 2 young girls lost their lives. They should have SWAT teams, helicopters. They should flush out La Brea, and they need to find that person.
Yeah, true. But we heard a suspect surrendered, huh? But we can't confirm that as yet. You know, ladies and gentlemen, today, 2 people were shot in the Malik area, and as a result of that, it sparked a lot of protests. When we come back, I'll take you straight to Malik.
All roads lead to Waterfield as T-Tassa launches the 2018 drag racing season. Come see all the top guns battle it out. See the return of Rugrats with his new rotary reel, battle Andy Bissessa, rotary versus V8. Will Gervin break his record? See top bikes in action. It's all happening this Sunday 18 March at Frankie Boudreaux Motorfield International Raceway.
In Trinidad and Tobago is double that of North America? Chronic inflammation is the root cause of atherosclerosis, the process that leads to cholesterol-clogged arteries. You can now lower high triglyceride levels with Omega XL and reduce the dangerous inflammation that causes these problems. So to ensure a healthy heart and reduce your risk of disease, get your Omega XL today. Live long, stay strong with Omega XL.
When next you're traveling abroad or visiting Trinidad, check out Piaco Airport Souvenirs, Indigenous Fantasy at the Atrium for all your souvenirs from printed t-shirt, local dolls, ceramics and lots more. For more information, call the Atrium telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325. Your one-stop shop for all your souvenirs.
We at Ramsaran's Dairy Products provides you with healthy drinks served in specially designed pure paperboard cartons, which is sanitary, environmental friendly and biodegradable. Drink from our paperboard cartons rather than plastic and styrofoam containers for a healthier, longer lifestyle. Try our creamy, smooth, delicious, pasteurized, homogenized peanut punch and soursop milk drinks. It's carefully crafted for your enjoyment. Not forgetting our fresh pasteurized cow's milk, orange, pineapple and Moby drinks. For sales and services, contact us at 640-3836 or 298-7945 or email jefframsaran@hotmail.com or visit us at lot number 15 Labour Boulevard, Trin City Industrial Estate.
Fab India Expo is back at the White Tent opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas, from March 16 to April 2nd. All new containers with the latest variety of furniture, handicrafts, garments, footwear, jewelry and many more from around the world. We are the biggest in the Caribbean, food court that no one can resist. Lots of giveaways, ample parking and comfortable ambience. There's something for everyone. Check us out at Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas, from March 16 to April 2nd. Entry is absolutely free.
R&J Celtec is having a massive sale. Prices drastically reduced. Phones as low as $100 for all types of phones and accessories. Great deals on iPhones and Samsung. So check us out at any one of our branches today. Located at 98 High Street, San Fernando, 273-2355 and Upper Level Gulf City Shopping Mall, 653-2355.
Majestic rechargeable 18-inch standing fan. Runs without electricity up to 30 hours. Remote USB outlets, LED lights, 5-speed with a timer and can be charged with solar panels. For wholesale inquiries, contact Sombrosco Import Limited at 665-6505 and 271-8702.
Come on into RMA Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. We have decking sheets, under ceiling, new wave galvanized 26 gauge painted, I-beam, Z and C purlin, gypsum board, French style steel windows, red and concrete blocks, pick up at factory, TCL cement, corrugated steel, garbage bins and much more at competitive prices and VAT inclusive. So check us out today.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I take you to Malik, where the two guys where they were shot by police this morning and sparked a lot of protests apparently. In fact, currently there is a protest going on as we speak. One man shot dead and another injured in Enterprise Chaguanas last night. 35-year-old AVINESH BOODOO was shot dead on Wednesday night at BYNOE Trace Enterprise Chaguanas while in company with a female companion. Around 11:40 p.m. last night, BOODOO was walking along BYNOE Trace with a woman when they were confronted by a man armed with a gun. He fired several shots at BOODOO and the woman before escaping on foot. Both victims were taken to the Chaguanas health facility. BOODOO was pronounced dead on arrival and the 32-year-old woman was treated and transferred to the Eric Williams Medical Complex. Open up the lines. This is the area here.
Hi, good day, Ian.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good day.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good day, Ian Allen. I am a child and I am watching you and you're doing a good job. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Woo! Have a good afternoon. Thank you. Well, blow me down. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. This is the guy's slippers and whatnot. Open up the lines. One man was shot dead in BYNOE Trace last night. This is the dead man. Apparently he does tattoo and whatnot, yeah? He's a guy who do tattoo and thing. Yeah, he's a tattoo artist. AVINESH. AVINESH. All right, here the police officers and whatnot. These are exclusive Crime Watch footage. Wee hours of this morning, yeah? Wee hours of this morning. Last night was a busy night for Crime Watch staff, busy night for the operators, busy night for Chaguanas police, and they kept it all locked down. Because while they were on that, they responding to the kidnapping and whatnot. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So Enterprise killing last night. You know, when you look at Crime Watch, it's the only program where you can get the news before the news. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello?
Yes, good day.
Good day.
I want to ask a question. The lady said there were two men in the forest when she went there. What is happening with those two men? Are the police trying to free those people also? What's the update on that?
Yes. So when the police went, but apparently they were farmers or something. That's what we heard. They were farmers and so, but everything was diffused. Okay? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just, this is where the guy was shot in BYNOE Street, Enterprise last night. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. All those who are locked on the app, all those who have, make sure and download the app that you can look at Crime Watch. This is indeed news before the news. All is good. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
What you seen?
What's you seen, Donna?
I normal. There's a mad thing going on in this country.
Mad thing.
You understand? Have no law in this country. Anything is anything.
Anything is anything.
Second gun. You understand? Because nobody is safe.
But we just happy for the kidnapped victims.
We care about itself.
We happy for the kidnapped victims. I'm really happy that they were, they released safe and whatnot.
Well, if it wasn't for you, they would not get no justice.
I don't tell the police who do it already. I don't know that. But do you know, come back to me. Come back to me. You know that song? This guy had sing a song. Director, come back to me. You know, last week, two prominent, two notorious, good for nothing. One kidnapped, the same person I'm telling you about was in the company of a next kidnapper. Up till last week in an SUV, and the SUV was stopped and searched, and the guys were, they had nothing on them, so they had to leave them alone. Yeah? But they were in Chaguanas. Yeah, they were in Chaguanas. I don't want to say too much. Ladies and gentlemen, two people were shot in the two men identified as Noski, known as Morby Natlan, and Obika Roberts was shot dead by police officers of Northern Eastern Division Task Force early this morning at a house at Basement Road, Upper 7th Avenue, Malik Barataria. Northeastern Division police officers claimed they were greeted with gunfire when they approached a house. Both men were inside just after 7 a.m. today and were forced to return fire. Natlan and Roberts were pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. Officers also claimed they recovered 2 guns and from the scene. But tell me, come back to me. The researcher, where's the DVR? I heard the DVR was picked up. Is that true? Is that true? I can't hear you. But if the people return fire and you shoot back at them, right? Why would you take the DVR? Because it's not nice. You shoot at me, so I shoot you back. But why take the DVR? Leave the DVR. But why the police take the DVR? God alone know. Bring the footage out, clear it up. Go, continue. Hold on with the caller. Go ahead.
Hello, my brother.
Go ahead. Audio.
Them carry like the policeman and all that. See the man running us? Them hiding the man us. See the man running us?
The gun laughing, Mike.
The policeman running us. Because he know what he do us.
Yes, my cousin, he's a peacemaker and they kill him. I really cried this morning.
They move like, see them running us. See the man running us. All of them.
Stop. The man who shoot, who police shoot, that the man with the gun there? Tell me, is that the man with the gun? In that photo? What in jail is this? Hold on. Who the hell is this? What are you doing with gun? What are you doing with a high-powered rifle? No man. No, how you gonna do that? Look, let's keep the DVR, yes? Let's continue. Go ahead.
The waiters I vexed for this morning, all they have no warrants, all they have not. My sister inside with you, the child I know this morning, on the bed talking on the phone. Right, you come in and just said, police, come off the phone. So she said, officer talking to my sister, he hit the phone out of she hand. And tell her she kept on come out of the house, kept on come out with her door.
Right? He never sent a fight anybody. Anything go on a place to make peace. Why they kill them? The boy fighting to come outside, they still kill you on them. Anything go on a place, he still make peace. He will give it last and still it out. The boy push the door, push it, and they still kill the boy. Like real wickedness.
Yesterday before yesterday, my brother put in my belly and told him, but why your belly so big so? Because I don't make a baby.
Not taking that. And you feel angry too?
I must be angry. I hurt her because they shopping us. They really He knew nothing. He opened the door for them. He opened the door for them and they still kill them. And they drag him. And up to now they didn't tell me which part of the hospital he going in. Nothing at all they want to tell me. Them not doing nothing. Them don't know it's justice. Police don't do justice. Them just do injustice.
Correct, that's right.
Because my mother hurt. Like she son. Like she only son. What she have? How she feeling now? How my father feeling now? Up to now we can't get up off the bed. You get so? Nobody not taking it.
You're not hurt and you get so.
One of them. Watch your skin up your face.
Jaro, let me just leave out with supposed to live, right? The next cameraman, the cameraman coming in.
Shoot them in front of the door first. He open the doors and then pull him inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, we're going to leave it to the police, but the residents have been calling me, so I'm always, if you wish to meet with me, no problem, okay? Just to let you all know that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, custom officer, am I right? Custom officer charged with illegally importing $150,000 US. 44-year-old Radesh Ramnath, a custom officer too, with over 15 years service with the Custom and Excise Division, was charged with with the March 12 importation of prohibited goods, importation of concealed goods to deceive custom officials. Ramnath of Penal was arrested at the He was arrested at the bond at the Piarco airport, the Piarco bond, after almost $149,000 in cash was allegedly found concealed in 7 packs of I.A.N's vests in a manner calculated to deceive the custom officials, contrary to the Custom Act. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a cop, police officer charged with stealing $500 from Besor Street Police Station. Oh God, Lord Jesus. So, boy, in this time we're bigging up police, so they're taking money, boy, oh God, boy. 500. Come back to me, but the matter before the court. God, oh God, you could have called me, I'll give you $500, oh God. Special Reserve Police Constable Ryan, assigned to the Besor Police Station in Port of Spain, was granted $20,000 bail when he appeared before a Port of Spain Magistrate Court yesterday, charged with allegedly stealing $500 from the station property room. Ryan was detained by police officers of the Professional Standard Bureau on Tuesday and charged with alleged offense which allegedly took place on October the 13th last year. So since last year, so for $500, this happened since October, and only now arrested? Huh? It was being investigated since last year, October. Since last year for $500 last year. But what about if it's 2,000? That the person will get arrested in 2 years' time after the incident? Since last year, October the 13th. And then now arrested? Boy, only on games, yes? Only on games. I'm going to take a fast break. I took police out a massage parlor in Chaguanas today looking for 2 murder suspects when we come back.
Tire Clinic. Get the best quality tires in the country at affordable prices at our branches in Couva, Chaguanas and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
PNV Marketing Company Limited is the premier provider of new and high-quality roll-on, roll-off vehicles. We carry a wide range of new and roll-off hybrid and non-hybrid vehicles. We service all the vehicles we sell. Our staff is fully certified and we guarantee 100% customer satisfaction. We have hundreds of vehicles in stock and financing is available. Visit us today.
Looking kind of funny with your basket of eggs. Children singing, what's the bunny bringing for me on Easter Day? Mom is cooking while we're out there looking for the eggs hidden away. After church we gather round with family on this
Easter Sales Extravaganza now on at International Tiles, Carpets and Rugs Limited. 18 by 18 ceramic floor tiles reduced to $750. Designer suspended gypsum ceiling tiles from $275 per square foot. Vinyl wood plank flooring from $15 per square foot. Exquisite granite and quartz countertops from $990. Massive 10% off all rugs and mats store-wide. International Tiles, Carpets and Rugs Limited. Conveniently located in San Juan, Charleville and San Fernando. Prepare to be the envy of your neighborhood.
To shop at Extra Foods for all your Lenten specials. Carrot per pound, $24.95. Salmon per pound, $24.95. Drum and pollock saltfish, $21.95. Gray sardines in tin, $5.95. Bumblebee pink salmon large, $31.95. Bumblebee tuna chunks, $9.95. May Pride corn, $5.95. And Snuggle hand towels, 2 for $11.95. Only at Extra Foods. Endeavour Chaguanas, Grand Bazaar, Arima, and Chaguanas Main Road. Always something extra for you.
Trinidad and Tobago is the 5th fattest nation in the world. 1 in every 3 Trinidadians are overweight. Now you can lose up to 30 pounds a month with Maximum Slim, and it's as simple as having a cup of coffee in the morning. With a patented powerful formula containing chlorogenic acid found only in the green coffee beans that block the absorption of fats from your body. It also contains ginseng to help maintain energy levels and heart leaf for curbing your appetite. Maximum Slim delivers maximum results fast. So pick up your box of Maximum Slim today at your nearest pharmacy. Maximum Slim. Live to the max.
Screwtech Limited, STL, as the name suggests, are wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, and other fastener products for all your industrial and commercial use. We are located at number 792 Papuri Road, Lower Barrackpore. We have also created our own branded STL products with over 10,000 individual items of varying grades and sizes, so you can ask for it by name at all leading hardwares across Trinidad and Tobago. You can contact us at 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtech Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, you saw how the walkover collapsed in Miami and multiple people dead. Well, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a short video. This happened in Miami today. Go ahead.
Breaking news this hour, this time out of Miami. Come take a look at your television right now. This is a pedestrian bridge that has collapsed at Florida International University. You can see search and rescuers are there on the ground right now assessing the situation. What we have been told is that there are an unknown number of injuries at this time. No word on exactly how many people may be involved, what those injuries may look like, but you can see from the pictures, this is a significant bridge. And our understanding is there are cars underneath that bridge as well. You see one of them on the bottom right sticking out partially. It's unknown if there are additional vehicles underneath. You can see rescuers on top of the bridge doing some work. We have seen...
anything could happen in this world, anything, Look what went on in Cedros. Ladies and gentlemen, today I got information about 2 individuals who can assist police with homicide cases in Central. In fact, they were at a massage parlor, Honeycomb, a place that people here frequent. Let's go straight to it. Gentlemen, as you can see, the police here, we're just in front of the Niagara. We are moving out now to, in connection with 2 individuals who could assist with murder investigation. There's information I got. In fact, it is alleged they are at a massage parlor in the Gillingham area. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading down there now. And as you can see, we have the police officers in front. I mean, once we get information, I've already gotten information in connection with Ashraf Road. So we headed down to Gillingham there. These are 2 individuals who the police, they are looking for. We got information. And as I said, I'll never give out my source. Who could ask me? I will never give out my source. You might get the rice, but you won't get the sauce. Well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Honeycomb massage parlor, 24-hour massage parlor. Apparently 2 individuals from the Enterprise area. They were here. In fact, we got information that they were here for a little while. So we brought the police here. Once you give us information, this is how we'll do it, We'll do it differently. We're gonna fix this thing, we're gonna fix crime. Lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Open up the line 6714062. This is the extent, and in fact, ladies and gentlemen, my information was on point. We missed them, but not every day you can catch a fish. Not every day you'll catch a fish. But nevertheless, we had the support of the Joint Army Police Patrol here. again, this is information we passed on, and the officers confirmed. In fact, they were happy to know that the guys and them, that they were in Central. In fact, we thought they were out of Chaguanas, but I got information. I was able to pass it on. They are known to the police officers. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You are live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have information, and you know, I really want information about this honeycomb place, eh? Anything going on in there, let me know what's happening now. I see massage, I see girls, I see all kind of things. You know, I don't know much about massage. I want to go and get a little massage, my foot hurting me. So I must go down there, man. But nevertheless, the two individuals, ladies and gentlemen, they went for massage between 10 and 12, but don't beat up. Don't beat up. Between 10 and 12, they went to get a nice massage, but something, boy, open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have information, this is the extent, this is what's happening here with respect to individuals who can assist police. We got the information, we pass it on. Remember, you can WhatsApp me on 2904426. You know, and by the time I'm doing that, get the Ashraf murder. The Ashraf murder, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for a certain man. I'm looking for a man, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for a man by name. It does sound good. It does sounding good, but I tell you, I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for a man who killed that fella in Ashraf Road. You know who's the man? I'm looking for a man called Bean. Yeah, I'm looking for a man called Bean in Ashraf Road. The man who killed that man in Ashraf Road, see this fella here? In Ashraf Road right here? This fella in Ashraf Road, when he was killed, Smuggle or Smeagol or whatever his name is, I'm looking for Bean. Bean is the man. I'm looking for Bean. Bean, I'm looking for you. And ladies and gentlemen, you see the man in the video with respect to the robbery in High Street. If I go back to the original robbery, put it up. The man in the green pants, his name is Bruce. I hear you from Cedar Hill, Princess Tong. I know where you live in, partner. Big man thing. Cedar Hill from Princess Tong. And Bruce. He's staying in Princess Tong. Cedar Hill. Run the video. If you can get the video, the actual video. But this is what I said, Socks, the actual video. Socks dotish, boy. Oh, Lord. Huh. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, Mr. Yan. Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, I'm looking at you on my app for the whole week because the cable company did the breakdown. So, you know, I'm enjoying it, and I love it with my whole heart. And thanks for doing a very good job.
Which company? Which cable company breakdown?
Blink.
Blink.
I get feedback. I get feed from up on the lady because with the last flight it had. Right, then I get nothing, no service at all for a whole week.
This is where? What area is this?
Belmont.
But I hope they have a rebate, because if you can't watch no cable, you can't come and give you the same price. You can't pay the same cable bill.
I have to get a rebate. So I'm looking at you
have to get a rebate. You have to get a rebate. Because what I put on my TV and I find I not seen Fox News. So I had to call Flo. I want to know what's going on. I not seen Fox News because I already watch news down here because only bacchanal thing and crap on the morning program, crap on no news. Everybody playing politics with the news. Everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the man in green pants? Just to let you know, Bruce, that is you. I just want you to know that is you from Cedar Hill. That is you from Cedar Hill, partner, but don't beat up. I get your exact direction. Bruce from Cedar Hill. You see the Bruce here who was playing here, who playing like he know nothing, and he moving around with the green pants? That is Bruce. That is Bruce from Cedar Hill. Let everybody know that. That is Bruce from Cedar Hill. I don't know that already. I don't zoom up and use my forensic software. I don't use the forensic software already. Ladies and gentlemen, come back to me. Come back to me, ladies and gentlemen. Come back to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Pandey, not the former Prime Minister. Among two Arima men charged with Karapo double murder, two Arima men are expected to appear before an Arima magistrate court on Thursday, charged with January 4th murders of 22-year-old Shakir Thomas and 24-year-old Kylan Alexander, 22-year-old Cyril Madhu, a.k.a. Pandey of Laborer of Race Course Road, Karapo, Arima, and 24-year-old Brent Lacroix of Karapo Road were charged with the double murder. They were also charged with possession of firearm and ammunition. Thomas of Dukil and Tunapon and Alexander Doyle Drive, Dabadi, were found shot to death at Pine Drive, Karapo, on the afternoon of Thursday the 4th. Do I have that video? Go ahead. Remember, we had the pictures with the bodies. I remember that. Yeah. Come back to me. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Take me back, ladies and gentlemen. Take me back to Orangefield Road. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. just
Good
before they
evening,
ran.
Mr. Allen.
Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Take me back to Orangefield
I am
Road.
calling to not to defend any criminals, but I'm calling to share my views on the right thing is the right thing and the wrong thing is the wrong thing.
I agree with you.
Right? But is it right for police officers to break in someone door and commit murder? No. Is it right for any individual in Trinidad and Tobago to do the same? No. But my point is, if it is, they can exercise or put the law in their own hands and kill people, then what about the police officers who have drug blocks and linking with criminals and having supporting criminal activity throughout the country? What about them? What about the politicians
you make a
who
good
support
point.
all the wrongdoing? Then I get to pick up a gun and kill them too and call it justice? That is what I want to know. Because at the end of the day,
You getting emotional? Don't get emotional, partner. You know, but the man right, yeah, he right. Because right now it have a WPC from Central. Huh. She rolling with a real notorious bandit, man. Real notorious, you know. And because other people figure out, they want to make all kind of blame on the policeman. Ask Central seniors about the WPC who rolling with a notorious criminal. I hear the WPC stay home and the notorious criminal drop some letter in the police station concerning her sick leave or whatever. Yeah? You know about that? All you know about that? And the man is right. The man is right. If you have information, just so if you have information about criminal activities, get in contact with us. And the man is right. If you have information about if police officers selling drugs and selling guns, get in contact with us. Just as I said today, you know. A man asked me, who tell you that? I said, you might get the rice, but you won't get the sauce. Full stop. I do business. I'm not giving out my information at all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's taking you back again to the kidnapping. It's a wake-up call. Who's next in Central? Because the two people are still at large. But go ahead. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, good evening. You are live on Crime Watch. Also, ladies and gentlemen, person of interest, Livingston Marshall, 63, rented a Nissan Tida PDH 9624 white on Tuesday, 27th of February for 1 day. At present, the vehicle hasn't been returned and all calls to Livingston has gone unanswered. Do we have this is the car, but I do have a picture of the man. Also, ladies and gentlemen, around 3 p.m., three persons entered a bar located in Kelly Village, Caroni. One of the men entered the bar from the front, armed with an arm. Another proceeded to rob and beat customers, while the third bandit began searching the lotto sales. Look at it. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. I'll show you what's going on. If you have any information, look at these men. Normal, normal. Woo! Forensic software in your tail. Forensic software. Have it, cock. What's your next one? Shooter man. All your cock. I clean up the video. What we gonna do? I want you to know what we gonna do. That's what I want you to know. Tell Stephen William, bring the footage by I.A.N. Allen. I'll clean it up. Have it. Have the forensic. Woo! What we gonna do? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. They men from Caroni. Right or wrong? Oh, Lord. Hello, Papa. You want to shoot? You jump in wall. Watch. Watch. Let me show you Mickey Mouse. When he don't jump over the wall, look, he putting on the map. But you're that dotish man, boy. But I don't have the forensic software. Oh, you're shooting. Watch. When he was now outside. Watch. He changed his clothes in the back. You cracking gun? You never get gun before? You see the blast all your boy? Tonight I'm finding all your boy down, boy. Hey, how you going? How you going? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Tell me what we gonna do now. You change your clothes and you're ready, or you change your clothes and you're pumping? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Let them know.
Hi, good night.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, good night, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, good night.
I want to thank you. I like to tell you, you did a good job today, Malik. But what I called to tell you is, right, even though the city guys shoot behind them, right, where is the tape that they took from in the house?
Is that thing missing from the house?
Yeah, the video camera tape, and that they took from the house. Where is the tape?
I find they should leave it. I agree with you. I agree with you. If they shoot back at all, you leave it. Watch, you're beating people. You're beating people. We coming for you tonight. We coming, you're beating people. Watch. Big man thing with you, boy. You're holding gun in your hand. I'm coming for you tonight. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. How? We just take a fast break.
Farbinja Expo is back at the White Tent opposite Medford gas station, CHAGUANAS, from March 16 to April 2nd. All new containers with the latest variety of furniture, handicrafts, garments, footwear, jewelry and many more from around the world. We are the biggest in the Caribbean, food court that no one can resist. Lots of giveaways, ample parking and comfortable ambience. There's something for everyone. Check us out at Farbinja Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford gas station, CHAGUANAS, from March 16 to April 2nd. Entry is absolutely free.
All roads lead to Wallafield as T-Tassa launches the 2018 drag racing season. Come see all the top guns battle it out. See the return of Rograt with his new rotary reel, battle Andy Bissessa, rotary versus V8. Will Gervin break his record? See top bikes in action. It's all happening this Sunday 18 March at Frankie Boudreaux Motorfield International Raceway. Gates open at 9 a.m. Be there.
Looking kind of funny with your basket of eggs. Children singing, what's the bunny bringing for me on Easter Day? Mom is cooking while we're out there looking for the eggs heading away. After church we gather round with family on this.
Namalco Construction Services Limited is one of the largest constructions company in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been in operation since 1998, serving both the public and private sectors with the largest fleet of modern equipment to undertake projects of any capacity. Our services include civil engineering and small equipment, transportation services, and lots more. Call 651-0074 or 651-0080.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man was charged for possession of marijuana. Yeah, from the Matura area. Man charged with possession of marijuana. This man here, Kevin Matthews, 31-year-old taxi driver of Toko Main Road, Matura, was charged after the white Nissan Versa motor vehicle he was driving was stopped and searched. This was the quantity of drugs. I think we have a... What? That bad. We're telling yourself. Somebody not text me. Tell Ian Allen to say. So we're telling yourself. We're telling yourself. Wait. Let's go straight to headlines. Right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, this is what just took place in the Barata, in the Malik area. Go ahead, a short video, go ahead. So there's more protests in the Malik area as a result of police shooting. So this took place this evening. Our cameraman just came back. 2 people was taken into custody during this incident. As you see, the place already started to get dark, but there's a total lockdown in the area, in the Malik area. People were arrested and whatnot. So again, you all can get in contact with me. The fellow in the video in the jewel store, the green pants, his name is Bruce. Bruce here, we're going on big man thing. Text me on, WhatsApp me on 2904426. WhatsApp me on 2904 I.A.N. You can call me on 2944081. Make sure and get your ad on Crime Watch. Bruce, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Watch me. Bean, the man from Ashraf. Let me know what's going on now. You don't know. The 2 fellas all you know are looking for Enterprise. Let me know what's going on. Port of Spain. Let me know. Also Labre, where the 4 people was in that massacre. We're still looking for the suspect. What is the suspect name? Go ahead. What is the suspect name? Go ahead. Roger Matheson. I don't know if we have a photo. Roger Matheson. Do we have a photo? Come on, Socks. Roger Matheson. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Thank you.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause summer's always peeping by the fence.